I tried to save humanity's last steam city after the generator detonated. Uh-oh, the generator's just having failure problems. What is this? I will fix it properly. My god, this thing is bad. Solve all the injuries. We may need a lot more healers' huts. And keep the future of the city safe. We've officially saved the kid. They are gravely ill. We may have to cut their arm off. Watch what happens now. And we have landed in the still smouldering remains of Winterhome. Can we rebuild it? Let's find out, because Frostpunk 2 is coming out in less than a week, more than a week, about a week. And I need to see if I still know how to do anything Frostpunky. So a lot of buildings just simply exist, like this gathering post over here. Also, children can work anywhere. So putting the children to the steelworks over here, the coal thumper over here, and of course the gathering post. Now the gathering post will gather all of the ruins because most of the city is burnt down. So we're going to turn on the generator and destroy all of the buildings nearest to it. This will give us access to huge amounts of resources we can use for reconstruction and building work. Our book of laws is weird. We have like public houses, fighting arenas, children work everywhere, we have corpse disposal. But we don't really have access to like emergency shifts or dueling laws. I'm also going to go get radical treatment because there's gravely ill people and we need to start treating them. One of our first ever researches will of course be faster gathering because we're gathering literally everything. We need to get some food for the cook houses, we need to get some public houses up and running. And there's a hunter's hut next to our base, so the next stage we figure out where all my hunter's huts are. We appear to have 3 on the outsides, 1 in the middle. This will be the south, this is the west, this is the east, this is the north. We need to get some wood for this beacon. We also have an outpost, which is apparently giving me 800 coal every day, which is nice. And I have sent as many people as I possibly can to all of these buildings out here to hopefully completely clear them of resources. I don't know how far the generator will go out. It looks like up to 3 layers. So everything in the 3rd layer will have people in it, removing them. There are a few living buildings, but not as many as I'd like. One of our biggest steps is getting a 2nd workshop up and running. So this hunter's hut is going bye-bye, so we can get another one next to it. But first step, remove huge chunks of the road. It gives us lots of resources, and as you can see, there's lots of nonsensical stuff absolutely everywhere. Why is this bit here? Why is there a gap there? So we destroy as much as we can, and keep rebuilding. With resources being absolutely useless and all over the place, first stage I'm going to do is start putting all of my medical tents around any of the steam hubs. If there's a steam hub, we're getting medical tents around it. These over here, useless to us. The section I moved a medical post from, there's a lot of houses there, probably going to turn to a housing district, but that means we also need to grab ourselves another steam hub, which means even more resources are being used to keep my people healthy and hot. Now, like I say, we do have 800 coal waiting because we have no space for it, but I'd kind of like to not have to rely on supplies which may get cut off. So as we're building, I'm going to be looking around for more things to do, more places to be, and I'd like to send out a team out into the wild. Let's start doing that now. Good luck, scouts, and go to the snow cliff. Apparently this engineer thinks he can help us get less limbs lost during radical treatment. I hope you can, sir, because right now we probably need a lot less limbs being lopped off. We're still going to clear out all the buildings. A lot of them are quite literally on fire. And all the resources are going to be used to build brand new areas. Luckily, faster gathering has just been done. The 2nd workshop is currently put down, and the new research is being prepped. I'm beginning to think what we really need is medical post upgrade. We need people to be healed faster. I think that'll be our very first step to survive. My god, this thing is bad. They say they're trying to figure out what's wrong with the engine. I think I see an issue. I don't think that's going to keep working. Look at it. It's just horrifyingly bad. Well, it's the end of work time day 1. I've got a house over here being destroyed. I've got a couple of extra bunk houses being put down. I don't really have the things I need. There's a wall drill I can put over here. You can see the remnants. And over here, I noticed by doing a mouse over, there are 2 steelworks over here, 1 active, 1 dead. And over here, there are 3 options for mining, which means there's a very high chance we're going to lose the mines. Another thing to do is have some resource depots. See, there's lots of resources we need to start storing, and food being one of them. If we run out of rations, then people start eating the raw food. And with that being said, My team has just found steam cores at a snow cliff. I will take that. Then go to the Barren Hollow and keep exploring. We do need some more scout teams out there, but for now we keep our people alive as much as possible. And for that purpose, it's time to begin prayer. They will worship me as their god captain once more. And the bell will be rung. It's on a side rather than facing the centre, but I will still take it. Begun. The peace will be. That's right. Listen to me. I need a second one. We'll build a second one later. For now, we've mostly survived. Our coal's about to drop below a certain level, and we've gained another 800 coal immediately. And the temperature's gone down a level. So let's up this to level 2, I guess. And I was right. A large amount of our people just became ill. Luckily, we have 40 people being treated, but 23 are still now sick. Looking at this, some will be done over the day, some will be done by the end of the day, so we should get most of our people back, but it is causing issues. But luckily, we're clearing out the central area. Finally, resources are disappearing, and some of the ruins are being cleared. They're putting in a few more gathering posts. The gathering posts will gather as much as we possibly can, and clear the area out. Although we just found a child in some ruins, do we save them? I guess we save a child. We'll send in children to save children. They are our future, but only if they survive. So right now, technically, children are not our future, they're merely a burden. Our medic posts work 10% faster, which is absolutely useful. We're going to get healthcare insulation so people are healthier inside of them, because that's absolutely useful. And we have multiple gathering posts going up. I heard a bump. Our first amputation. We'll get prosthetics law in soon. We don't have any way of making them. As the city gets steadily clearer, we can see how many of these absolutely useless roads are there. Like, just they're everywhere and they're absolutely inconsequential. There's a snow pit right here in the centre for bodies, which is a problem. And everything else is just, why is it there? And luckily, these people have found nothing. Go to the Shrouded Cave. Okay, hope has risen because we built the house as a prayer. That is good. I'm destroying one of these tents and building a bunkhouse here and a cookhouse in the hot zone. This cookhouse may be moved, so I think it's in the wrong place. The public house will be moved as well. A huge amount more tents being turned into bunkhouses. We can't do actual houses yet, but we're getting there. So slowly but surely the city is, well, it's looking proper again rather than incompetently bad. It's still partially on fire, but we're getting there. I've started dismantling some of the tents in the farthest reaches over here because I'm building more houses over here. Now it's currently quite cold, but we have enough people moving around that this should be better. There we are. So some people will be cold, a lot of people will now be a lot warmer. An awful lot warmer. Our scouts have found raw food. We're going to bring them back and then do another exploration somewhere else. It wasn't the best, but it's what we have. And we need another 15 homes to be livable in 14 hours. That may be a long shot. We've officially saved the kid. They are gravely ill. We may have to cut their arm off. But hope has risen, which is not the best because we're about to fail to make homes livable. In about 9 hours, I definitely need a second steel mill. But I need this ruins to be out the way first. And this doesn't quite cover it. So we're going to have to send out people to be frostbitten, which is a problem. We also need to get the coal up and running, which is a bigger problem because, well, 2 bits of it are covered in dead coal mines. But it's time to get some level of coal running. And then we need to start getting some extended shifts. Right now I chose evening prayers. But we need to get some extended shifts, well done engineer, to stop our people just stopping work, I guess. The problem we're about to have is I can't get another 12 homes warm very soon. So this is going to really get them angry. 40 people are amputees. 40 people are injured. 50 people are waiting to be healed. We're in trouble. We're in serious trouble. We may need a lot more healers' huts. Temporarily, 3 are being built just here, next to stockpiles. Because we kind of need them to be right here and okay. And the scout team is being sent back out to go to Snow Dune. It's the beginning of a new day and the generator just ran out of coal. People are getting colder, but luckily it's getting warmer. With the coal mine officially producing coal, I'm going to try and clear out this steel ruins and get another coal mine running. We need more coal, we need more food. In good news, most of the ruins are being cleared out, as you can see, and we're starting to upgrade our hunters' huts to flying hunters' huts. Despite my dying voice and a very clearly dying city, we carry on rebuilding and growing back. I think we've got to a good stage. I do have to put out a couple more heaters for certain areas, because let's face it, most of my city is still badly made by a lot. And a lot of the city is living in bunkhouses. So this area here, with the churches, it's looking nice. And just like that, the city expands some more. The sawmill has gone up here, in the north, and obviously in the southeast, we have a couple more of our ever so favourite gathering posts gathering the last of the things. A couple of buildings are outside the range of everything, but we have basically cleared the whole lot. We are now officially in an ugly city as opposed to a dying city. And our next big step is, sadly, we need to do this. We need to do some overcrowding. People won't like it, but honestly, I need the ill people to stop being ill. And the scouts have found more steam cores. I'll take that, and let's bring them back. Then you can carry on exploring down here to the Dreadnought and the freshwater springs. Another person's been found inside the ruins, so we're going to go see if we can get them out before they expire. But everywhere else, we seem to be doing okay. Food is a bit of a problem. We'll work on that next. But as you can see, the flyers are back. And they're bringing just enough for some of our people to eat, but not enough for everyone to eat, which is an issue. So I need to have even more healing and even more food. Can I get a hothouse down? Not quite. Sorry, but you guys are being expelled. What do you want? What is this? Discontent will rise, discontent will fall. We just kicked out 4 people for being thugs. Typical. Bloody typical. Anyway, get the hothouse down. We need more food being made. Do it now. With food still being an issue, 2 more hunters' hangars are being built, and now we only need 10 people rather than 15. So a lot more food should be coming in, even though starvation's a thing, and healing's finally sorted out a lot of problems. We still have a lot more ways to go, including efficiency, which I'm grabbing now. But we're getting there. A second hothouse has also been built. We'll always need extra food, you never know, and it's time to start building some levels of storage. But there is food pouring in from all over the place, especially at night. We need to find some more people, and let's send a team out to the Dreadnoughts and see what they can find. But we are getting prepared. Hope is rising. We should get to 50% soon. I'm especially, of course, doing this to get my people happier, and this as well. So we'll get to hope very soon and get to the next stage of what we have to do. A second steelworks has been put in. We've moved the steam hub next to it slightly closer, so it covers both of them, so that gives us even more. We should be able to very soon get a second coal facility up and running. And while we're after even more hope, we're going to go and grab ourselves shrines. They raise hope and they raise efficiency. And while we're at it, we're also going to get a wall drill up and running. We kind of need access to more wood. Of all the things we don't have anymore, ironically, it's wood. With people still starving, I'm slowly getting rid of some of the more superfluous buildings. We don't really need any of these gathering posts anymore. We also don't need a large amount of these tents. The more tents I can get rid of, the better we will be in the long run. We're still restoring the city. We're still getting some shrines up and running. We're still slowly but surely getting what we need active. And of course, we do need some more scouts active soon. Now, luckily, our scouts have found a dreadnought. It says it takes an enormous amount of labour and resource to make it usable again. The fact that it says that suggests we may have to make it usable again. I sometimes read them. Another thing I've been needing is large amounts of resource posts, I feel. We definitely need longer shifts. It is getting colder. We're going to stick with level 1 for now, but I imagine it's going to tell me I need to get more housing set up. And apparently the centre of my city is cold. May have to figure that out as well. You shouldn't be cold in the centre. But in reality, it'd be there. There's no thing. So we're going to build it there and keep things warmer. And the new law, we're going to start working our way up to extended shifts. They're not going to be happy about it, but we kind of need it. It's also time for the snow pit to be moved out of the centre. The snow pit is steadily getting to the point where people are becoming ill, and I kind of don't want people dying off of dead people. That is insane to me. What do you want? Yes, I'll get you guys less limb loss soon. We're actually making enough coal during the day that I'm thinking of moving my team. Now my team's obviously in this coal mine, but there's also a freshwater springs, which stands to reason there's at least 2 more outposts out there that I can use to get resources. Now starvation's finally going down, which is great. We still have a few too many amputees. We'll get sources on that soon. We have a couple of spare cores, and my 2 scout teams are finding all sorts of things. So hopefully they find the right things. We have one team going this way and one team going this way. In fact, they're both going the same kind of direction. On the bright side, our ill people are, well, still going up, but not as many. I think certain areas like this bit here, where they're freezing in the centre, is the main concern. Now, luckily, it's not the biggest concern, because extended shifts are finally here. Yes! Although with that, I'm going to have to start lowering discontent because people are getting upset. So a new shrine is going to have to be built, which will push me to the next tier. Oh, shrine's being built. We've restored the city. Now we must build a repair station to examine the gen, okay? And our first houses are being built. With this, people will be warmer and happier. Although one of these will be a little bit colder. It'll be this one, which apparently is not near any of the things, weirdly enough. But the city is surviving for now. Although our next step will be getting this repair station up and the running. Oh, and we found 4 engineers inside a burnt down husk of a building. Great. My people are heading towards the last camp. That's not a good sign if it's called the last camp, but hopefully we'll find something there which will help us survive being the last city. On the bright side, my teams keep finding food and wood, although we appear to be completely full, so we'll head back to Winterhome and start heading towards the weather station to the west. Repair station is now done. Let's get one of those up and running, because I think repairs are going to be slightly important. And then we need to get some more research. Improved heaters. Let's get some better heating going on. More coal, more wood, and more steel has been added, so we have plenty more space for things. Huge amounts of coal should last for quite a long period of time. And with that long period of time, we have this up and running, which requires engineers to inspect the generator. 2 days for? 4 days, oh, yes, okay. 11 people will work on that for now. We'll put more on later if we need it. And with the Book of Laws, we're going to get the care home and then prosthetics. The care home will go behind this hothouse. We may not need the second one, we'll have to see. But all of our ill people are now going to be in one happy building. Oh, look at that. The last dreadnought. The chief engineer is upset about the generator malfunctions. He wants one of the dreadnoughts to be reactivated. Of course he does. Of course he does. We found steam cores and steel in the last camp. And a mighty wreck. So we've got, let's see, 1 extra steam core. We have 2 at home. I think it's time to get a couple of automatons upon the field. With the scout team back home, they're heading towards the weather station. We're still getting coal from the coal place, and I've yet to find any other positions to build outposts. We have food, we have coal. Our coal is roughly holding, and our food is doing great for now. A second coal mine is being put down, and beginning to think that is quite needed. Heaters are now more improved, which is good. And we now need to get to the next tier, which requires some more steel, so with that being a slight problem, let's optimise our coal mining and get a tier 2 up and running for some extra heat. We found a mighty wreck with even more cores. Perfect. Okay, keep heading towards the east. I think one of our researchers might be upgrading the steel works. We're not getting enough steel right now, so we have more research to do. We need more engineers. Once all my people have stopped being less ill, I can get more engineers on the field. So we're going to put another workshop back here to prep for that, because the heating's going up in 2 levels. So we're going to start putting people out of the heal huts and put them back into work on the main areas. Okay, coal mining is up. That is great. Grabbing my steam steelworks. That is needed. And there we are. Things are coming along nicely. Apparently there are survivors at the weather station. We could send them to the city, but then we can't see the weather. I say we leave them for now and then come back for them later. The other team has found a mass grave. That's great. Keep finding corpses for me, people. It's what we need. We can eat them, I guess. Coal's about to go down. We're dropping down to steam level 1. It may not make a difference. We might survive. Nope, we've run out of coal just before it gets cooler. I mean hotter. We're already pretty cold. Okay, there we go. That's survive. It's going back up. Reboot the gen. Oh, we just kind of survived. We'll be needing a lot more coal. The scouts to the west have found a steel bridge. Maybe we can break it down for something. That would be good. I am debating stopping this team for a couple of days, but this takes longer to get to the next tier. That may be a useful thing to do. We have just gained the next tier of Steel Steamworks, which is going to be needed, and we're going to grab tier 4 research. And with everything being a lot hotter, we won't be needing as much of this. So with that being done, it's time to get prosthetics on the menu. The team all the way over here at the mass grave has just found more cores. Apparently the third dreadnought died. So this team now has 4 cores in it. That's a lot of cores. With most of the city actually destroyed, this is how big the city now is. There's a lot of housing over here, and there's literally nothing else. This area here has got a couple of houses left, otherwise it's gone. This area here is gone, and this area over here is gone. We probably lost about 1,000 people when the city burnt down, I'd say. The scout team has found an automaton at the steel bridge. We can send it to the city, but then we can't set up outposts. So there's an outpost further down here, and it says iron deposit, so I'm assuming it's probably steel. Let's get that set up. We may not need the coal anymore. Yeah, I don't think we need the coal anymore, so we're going to have the coal people go and set up the steel. Our team have reached the iron deposit, and it has iron. And of course it is outposting. So I'm thinking of sending this team over to there, because I can only have one team active right now, which is a problem, but whatever. I keep finding teeny tiny little tent cities inside of my city. I thought I destroyed them all. I did not. So I'm going to go move them out the way because they are annoying me. All the people now live mostly over here. Houses now exist quite a lot. There are a few burning ruins we will get rid of, but we also have access to a factory. So when the team gets back, we're going to start building automatons. And I'm going to build it back here. There we are. Also going to grab the advanced steelworks, get even more steel upon the field. And while I can, I'm going to get some houses upgraded as well, because I think we need them. And the iron outpost is already set up, with 200 iron on its way back as we speak. Perfect. We've got plenty of coal. We have iron. We have all the things needed for a lovely coal city to run, apart from people, and I think it's time to send them into this before we explode or whatever. Apparently Winterhome is doomed. Oh. Yeah, that looks doomed. It's still moving weirdly. My people are very unhappy about that fact. In fact, they're taking fire to it. I wouldn't take fire to a coal-powered generator. You might burn it wrongly. I know of another city. I don't, but maybe we should. Okay, we now need to prepare for an evacuation. Build an evacuation centre, which requires steel I just spent on houses. Alright. We need to start sorting things out. So an evacuation centre. We're definitely evacuating towards the repair station improvements. Towards the big dreadnought we found. So we have to repair the dreadnought. So emergency repair and emergency repair efficiency, optimize shifts. Cool. The repair station is now a very important thing. We have 14 days to get out of here. I don't think we're ready, if I'm honest. Okay, the evacuation centre is operational. We need to send some engineers to activate it. Let's send 3 over for now. Looks like they took their families with them. And the steam engine is on its way. Oh, I like that. You're not going to push the snow out of the way? Alright, fine. Scouts to the west have found a storm shelter. They look like doing exploration, but I think we need the people. So we're going to bring the 20 scientists back, and with that we've explored everything. There's the steel bridge with the automaton. If I get rid of that, we lose the steel. There's a weather station with more scientists. We might bring them back as well. And my last thing over here, an abandoned trailer. Hopefully there's something good in it. The abandoned trailer has lots of steel and a core, or more steel and 2 cores. We did it! Yes! Oh my god, I held my breath. We now have 6 cores and 394 steel, and that is everything. It looks like we've found everything. You should go to the weather station, go grab the people. And with a new law, it's time for them to believe in me more. The Faith Keepers are back. Yes, Faith Keepers, join me. Make people believe. Beat them until they believe. And just to make sure, we're going to have it set up over here near the industrial zone. The people in the industrial zone need to know that I care kind of about them. And just like that, we have the Faith Keepers. Ho prizes, because the faith is kept and the beating sticks are ready. Oh! Our faith guides us through the ice. We're having processions already. The generator's failing, and we're having processions to talk about life. I think you're doing it wrong, guys. I need to send people out into the wasteland. Uh-oh, the generator's just having failure problems. What is this? Stop it. Okay, we've got to repair it. We have 3 temperature drops very soon. Maybe we don't need my scientists in that area of the weather. We don't need them there. We need them here fixing the generator. I know it's going to get colder. It's quite clearly obvious. So I'm going to get 2 automatons built. 1 for steam, one for coal, 1 for steel. Someone died. 3 people died. Why did 3 people die? They froze to death. Why? What? We're sending another 23 engineers over to the dreadnought to get it up and running. It will mean this place stays colder for longer. Ooh, way too longer. But we just need to get things running. So everyone get out of your tents and start working on fixing the generator, because I've just buggered us immensely. There we go. I've upped it a bit more. Okay, there we go. The generator will be fixed very soon. How things are going, we're going for the final upgrade to try and get the last tier up and running. We now have the generator operational again, which is great. But yeah, as you've seen, we kind of need repairs to be going on. With religion being important, I've decided to put in a temple. Because you know, we always need somewhere to go pray when the end of the world is coming. And by gods it is coming. There we go. And we'll have a ceremonial service. Everyone believe in me more. I am your god captain. We're taking the engineers out the weather station, which means we no longer get to see what the weather looks like. But we know it's going to be bad, so who the hell cares? Okay, the first crew is officially in place. It says I need 300 steel and a steam core for the next repair. Cabins. Oh, I see. Need to send food over. So I could just send all the steel. So I'm going to send 700 steel, 3 cores, some provisions. So that should help out a lot. There we are. Send it all out. We have plenty of spare food back at home. We are good to go. And with that, research can be going to getting us more food from the flying hunters. It's also finally time to get an infirmary into place, so I think I need one for prosthetics to be put on my people. With that, we'll have more workers on the field, and hopefully more things being done. And an engineer is trying to blackmail me, so we're going to kill him. No one will miss you. It's taking us 7 hours for the next thing. It looks like we have one of the decks built, so we can send people over. We have some food within it. Not enough people, of course. We can start sending in people. We can only send in 50 people at a time. So the next one will be a load of our children. I think we could do with some more resources being sent in. So we'll do this. Gets us well over the second deck, which is good. So this is the next team we'll be sending in, and a bit more food. I don't actually think we need our 2 scout teams. They're going to be brought in. We need more workers doing more worker-based things. And because we genuinely need some organs and our dead people don't, we're going to start using their organs. We just won't tell them that it's from their dead parents. We're going to send the children out along with some food and supplies for the second deck. We do need more cores, which means I will start destroying buildings. I've begun to realise I don't think we have enough cores. If I built any automatons like I was planning to, we wouldn't have enough for all the decks. That's a problem. Apparently, we can send coal to start it. Yes, we can now start the generator. Wait, I just sent the team out. No! I think our goal now is to get as many people possible on the decks before our generator explodes. Now, we can only send out so many per time, which I've begun to realise is going to doom a few people, but I'm going to do my best. Oh, the generator's shutting down again. Yep, I know we need to repair it. Send in the team. A day? Oh, that's not good. Oh, good. Good, the hours are going down as more engineers work upon it. We should get it up and running very soon, although all of our huts just shut down because they're now too cold. We need those people to not be dead, guys. Work faster. I'll be honest, every time the generator goes down, we're in quite serious trouble. Yes, I know there's limited space. Luckily, some of you will freeze to death before we get there. People are gaining frostbite and dying. Okay, I'll send one work on the next transport. You can go with your child. I'm so sorry, I'm trying to save people. Says we needed 5,000 coal to launch the dreadnought. So we're going to send as much coal as we possibly can. We're sending 50 workers. Good luck. Discontent is high. That's because everything is frozen. Get the generator running. Use lethal force to stop them. Yeah. Sorry. How many died? 8 died. I don't care. Keep Fixing the generator. Once we get this up and running, there we go. Heat zone reduced by 10%. Oh no. Okay. Back to level 2. Heal. Faster. Better. There we go. Okay. The people need to believe in a God, so we can have righteous denunciation. The wicked will not be around any longer. We do not allow the wicked people who do not listen to me to exist. So we will denounce them in true typical fashion of yelling at random people on the street. A lot of people are currently very ill. It is not good news. It's taking time for the ill people to get back up on their feet, and we are running out of time. Luckily, discontent is falling. We've upgraded the steam factories for more steel, because I just realised I hadn't done it. There we are. So we have plenty of steel. We have a fair chunk of coal. The world is cold. The world is full of hell. And we need to get some more food made. We need more cookhouses. We're going to send 50 more children to the Dreadnought in the next run. They want me to do it. Hopefully that solves a few issues, because otherwise everyone's going to die. And then they're going to be sad about dying, which somehow is my fault. Either way, more food's being made. More food's being stored. We're getting somewhere. I'm not sure where we're getting, but it's somewhere. You're not getting regular shifts. We're on the end of death. We're sending 50 more children. We're sending in a load more provisions because we have to. We're sending a load more coal because we need to. So the coal is nearly where it needs to be. We need to get some more coal generation, however, which is going to be a problem. Luckily, we should be able to get the third deck up and running soon, but we don't have a way of making enough coal anymore, which is a bigger problem. So I'm going to have to upgrade one of my coal mines. Or build a third coal mine. In fact, we're going to build another coal mine to get more coal. We can easily dismantle it later if people survive. Great news, it's gotten warmer by a bit, so I don't need to use as much heat, which means less people are likely to die, which means we have more coal. We don't have enough coal for the future. I'm not sure how we're going to get to the end of the coal at this rate. We do need more, and we're not getting more by a long shot. Any coal we get in one day is going to go straight into the machine. So we're going to try and get the thumpers up and running to get more gathering posts around them. It's the only thing we can do for now. We need 1,500 more coal. We haven't got enough coal. Luckily, we have enough research to get the steam coal thumpers up and running, which will allow me to get even more gathering posts around them. This may just be enough. People are still getting quite ill at night, which is sadly understandable. Some of my buildings are a little bit less warm than I'd like. But we have mostly started building and upgrading. We have a lot of steel, we've got a lot of wood, and we are prepared to send the next one, which I should probably do now just in case. And there we are. Deck number 3 has been done. More children can soon be sent. Coal is holding. Wood is growing, steel is growing, food is growing. We seem to be at a tipping point. The engineers want to go to the Dreadnought. If I do that, we're going to have problems with what's left. Oh, we're sending the engineers to the Dreadnought. The generator's shutting down. No! We were just doing well. This is why we can't send them. I just sent all my engineers to do things. You screwed me. Okay, we'll fix it. We'll fix it quickly. No one will notice. It'll only be cold for a day. It is actually going to be down for a day. Oh. Either way, we can keep sending resources. We now have 3 decks prepped. We have resources prepped. We're going to send in another load of people with some more food and some more coal. There we go. The coal is sorted. More food so we can survive for longer. And the cabin is done to tier 3. I'm now officially at the stage where the amount of people I've sent means I don't have enough people to do anything back at base, which is new. So we only have 388 people left at home. That's still a lot of people, but it's not enough people. Like, a lot of people are going to die. Because if we can send people every day, and 50 of them, that means we could potentially send maybe 300 a push. So a minimum of 88 are going to die. The generator is repaired once more, but we've lost the heating level, which is a problem. And the stress is still growing immensely. We need to get our people out of here and fast, because I'm genuinely running out of ways to get our people not to die. We can now officially launch the Dreadnought. I don't think we should, because there's more people to send, but we can if we want to send the Dreadnought out. It's time to turn off every superfluous building I've ever had. We need to start getting people ready. So obviously the less people we have, the less people we need to feed, which is good. So less hunters' huts, which means more people I can send out. Okay, this is good. We need to start sending out engineers as well. That is good as well. We only need one of these buildings now. We have the option to start the new faith. I'm not going to, because we need more people alive. The city is down to 340 people. We don't need as many as we used to, so even more buildings will be turned off very soon. Supplies are low across the board, but then again, so are the amount of people needing them. So we're going to try and get as many people as we can onto the next couple of evac systems. As you can see, we're doing quite good. Apparently some engineers are staying behind to volunteer. We are about to send some engineers over to get this up and running. We have even more supplies. We've almost got to the next tier of this, which is good. So we've almost got even more things happening. With vast chunks of the city being shut down and large amounts gone, there's still 300 people living here, which is a serious problem. 300 people is too many people. We've got 150 people we can send, maybe less. And the generators went down. The generators bloody went down. Could take 2 days. This might be the end of it. The last of my engineers, 35, are working on fixing. The other 5 are trying to keep people from dying. Now, cooling is happening. We've got a day 8. What is this? Group of 30 children disappeared into the night along with 5 adults. Bring the children back. Wait, I'm trying to research emergency repairs to get this thing up and running faster, but we have just lost heat, and we're about to lose hope. Yep, either way, the Dreadnought has got more people. We can send out another grouping, we definitely need to. And we're about to finish another tier. We got to tier 4, perfect. We have enough food, we need to send the people. So another 45 people are being sent out. It's still not enough, but at least more survivors will be surviving. The stress is building. When the stress gets to a certain level, the generator usually explodes. We should be good, but this is bigger problems. We couldn't find the children. We couldn't find the children. Oh, no. With the generator fixed just now, can't fix the next one, because as many people as we can save are being sent out on the next one. This will be our last ever run of people. So good luck, people. You are the last. Sending out the engineers and 12 more children. It's all we can do. And good luck. You are the last ones to go. So we've done what we can with Winterhome. We've tried to save the last city. It wasn't possible. So I think everyone else is now going to another city. Hopefully they survive. But there appears to be a riot going on at the oh no, the evac. If you can run to Dreadnought, do it, but I don't think you're going to make it. Great people try to reach Dreadnought on their own. If you can make it, you can make it. I don't think you can, but if you can, good luck. Everyone else, we're about to send off. The remaining 80 people. There was 160. I'm very sad to say, this is it for you. And just like that, the last of the evacuations has made it. It's time to launch the Dreadnought. Yes, Winterhome, goodbye. We managed to evacuate. Oh. There isn't much left of the city. We cannibalised as much as we could to send off the supplies and the people. But 80 people died in the city. Oh! 80 people died trying to find the Dreadnought, and another 35 died in the snow. So this is it, the last campaign and scenario of Frostpunk 1 before 2 comes out. Forget, no one will care at that point. But I've been the Fallen Shogun. Winterhome has fallen. Good luck. See you in the future, maybe in Frostpunk 2. Take care. Goodbye.